we're waiting for it to go live. Cool. It looks like we are good to go. Okay. So as you guys already know that I've already said 100 times, the live stream does lag a little bit behind what I'm doing. I also have to go through and switch back and forth between different web pages. So if you guys have questions, please ask them in the chat box and I will get back to you when I flip back over. A couple things that I want to let you guys know. Tonight at 11:59, hi Dimitri, hi Chris. Your final rough draft is due. So that means that all 4 of your paragraphs that we've spent the last 2 or 3 weeks typing up, those are all due into one document in the Google Classroom, and you are going to turn those in tonight by midnight. I already gave some feedback to 2 of you guys who turned them in early, so great job. Then what you are going to do, which we will go over today, and that I already... Thank you, Mrs. Yingling. Hello. But what I'm going to go over today is how to submit your paper to PeerGrade as well. I already posted a video on that, but if you guys didn't get a chance to watch it, I'm going to go over it again. Thank you, Mrs. Yingling. But we're going to go over that, and then we are going to go over the types of questions that I ask while you guys do your PeerGrade. There are, I think, 5 questions total and then 2 optional ones. You don't have to do the 2 optional ones, but it would be cool if you did. So we are going to jump over here. And the website, can't type, is PeerGrade.io. And then you're going to log in. I'm going to sign in with Google because the account I created is through Google. Give it a second. All right, so then you should have a list of your classes. You guys, I don't think I've ever used PeerGrade before, so Tara, 6th grade should be your only one. Okay, so this is what, I had to slightly change the due dates for you guys. This is what you will see if you miss the time to turn in your papers. The due dates that I have posted in PeerGrade are slightly off right now because in order to show you guys how to give feedback, I had to switch the due dates. Once this video is posted though and done, I'm going to go back in and change the due dates back to where they are supposed to be so you guys can see what you're actually doing. Because I had to change this, I am not able to show you guys how to submit your paper, but I posted it to this video. I posted a video, which I'm going to share with you guys really quick on here so you can see how to do it. So we're going to watch this really quick and then... Hi everyone, I wanted to share a quick video to show you guys how to upload your paper to PeerGrade. If you guys remember correctly, your paper is due tomorrow, so that's Friday at 11:59 p.m. So you still have at least 24 hours to work on your paper, no rush. I had 2 of you turn in your paper already, which is awesome, but you guys did not turn your paper into PeerGrade, which is what you need to do for the next step of the research paper. So you are going to go to PeerGrade.io, and it'll take you to the website, and then you're going to go to log in. I sign in with Google because I used a Gmail account to sign up. It depends on what account you guys use to sign up. And then, so this is what your page should look like when you get logged in. If you created an account but didn't join the Google Classroom, you will not have, not the Google Classroom, the PeerGrade class, you will not have the class right here like you see. So you'll have to go up here, hit join with a code, and then I can give you the code. It's also posted in the Google Classroom. But I'm going to go to Tara, 6th grade, and then it says next up, submit work on research paper rough draft. It is due Sunday, May 10th at 11:59. PeerGrade goes off military time, so it's a little confusing. So then you're going to go to submit, and it's going to take you to the submission tab. And your paper should be saved in the Google Drive. So click Google Drive, open Google Drive, You might have to sign back into your account. And then you're going to scroll down and hit allow. And then if it is the most recent thing that you have worked on, it should be the first thing, but I've been working on other stuff. If you hover your mouse over the document, it'll come up with the full name for it. So this says Sample Student Final Rough Draft. So this is the one that I want to turn in. So I'm going to hit select. It's going to take a second to upload. Good. And then it's, of course, not going to... Okay, I'm going to pause this for a second. I don't know what PeerGrade was doing when I tried to do this. Obviously, you guys are going to submit it down here. That button was not available for me when I was trying to do this. So all you guys are going to do is hit submit down here when you are ready to submit it. Again, I'm not 100% sure why it didn't work for me. If it doesn't work for you guys, let me know and we'll get it figured out. Let me submit it, I think because I don't own it. But there should be a button right here that says submit. You'll click that and then it'll show you a preview of your paper so you can see what it looks like. And then once you have it submit, you're going to go to review. Oh, first I have to submit my paper. Is it going to let me submit it now? No? Okay, I guess not. But then you would go over to review. The review opens up, I think, Monday at 11 a.m. And then you will go and review someone else's paper. I'll be going over the review step tomorrow on the live stream. But for right now, that is how you upload your paper to PeerGrade. If you guys have questions, let me know. I can go over it again tomorrow if you still have questions during the live stream. Okay, so that's pretty much where that video ends. So we are going to exit out of here. I'm going to jump back over here. Wow, there are a lot of you guys here now. You're a chatty bunch. Anyway, so the peer reviews open up at 8 a.m. On Monday. So you have almost all of Monday. And then you have all of Tuesday to do your peer review. Your peer review should not take more than like 10 or 15 minutes. So it's pretty easy to do. So we are going to jump back over here, jump back over to PeerGrade. All right, so I have to sign out of this account. Again. I'm going to sign back into a different account that I uploaded my paper through. Okay, so again, click on Tara, 6th grade, and then it says this is your next up, give feedback on research paper rough draft. So I'm going to hit feedback because that's what I have to do. You guys are only required to do one person's paper. So up here it says you have to do 3. You only have to do 1. I'm not going to make you guys do 3 of them. So this is, I'm not going to say whose paper, but this is someone's paper in our class. So all I'm going to do is go through and read it. So imagine you're on the North African plains of Niger in Cretaceous period. I don't know. You see something stalking you through the tall grass. It's not a large cat because it has scales. Then you see a large mouth open wide. You see that it has tusks, not too unlike a boar's. But it also has several smaller, sharp teeth. Then, without warning, it charges at you with its tusks ready for use. You see it is a large, upright crocodile called Caprosuchus. This was a crocodile that lived in Niger. Its name means boar croc because of the boar-like tusks. Throughout the years of research and paleontology efforts, we have learned a lot of how Caprosuchus on how the croc lived, survived, and thrived. Okay, so I'm not going to read this entire paper because not everyone will have the same paper to review. At least if everyone turns in a paper, they won't have the same paper to review. So mention something that your classmate did well. I think you did a really great job with your attention grabber. It was easy to imagine I was seeing this animal with my own eyes. So that's how you would answer question 1. You guys really only need to write 1 or 2 sentences, but it has to be a complete sentence. For this one, if you're like, mention something that your classmate did well, don't write everything, because everything isn't useful. You want to be really specific when doing a peer review. So mention something that your classmate could improve on. So one of the things, as you guys heard, is I don't know how to pronounce these prehistoric dinosaur, whatever they are. So I don't know how to pronounce this. So I would say in your paper, consider also putting a pronunciation for Cretaceous. Period. I struggled to pronounce this properly. So that's another suggestion that you guys could do. Again, your suggestions are supposed to be like useful feedback. So another thing that you could do here is your third paragraph looks like 2 different paragraphs. Because as you guys can see, there's this like enter space right here, but it's not tab. So I would assume these are supposed to go together, but they don't. And then you could also do at the end of your third paragraph, include the period inside the quotation marks. That's just a little grammar thing, nothing huge. So then moving on to question 3, mention something that you were confused about or you felt was unclear. I don't know, skimming. I've read all of your guys' papers, so I can skim these and be pretty okay. I guess you could say, I don't know, where is it? Where the African plains are, which makes it confusing on what kind of climate this crop lived in. So that's just one way that you could, if you are confused at all. So like I'm writing my paper on Toni Morrison. If you guys were like, well, I have no idea who Toni Morrison is, like this is where you could tell someone like, oh, we need more feedback, or I don't know what this is, or maybe you can include a definition here, or maybe you made a typo, which makes the rest of your paper confusing. You can pretty much put anything in here. Did you find any spelling or grammar errors in this research paper? Let's see, where was the one that a grammar error I found was in the third paragraph towards. I would suggest putting your period inside of the quotation marks. Also, make sure there is no space between your quotation. Ooh, I am struggling. Quotation marks and words. So right here, you guys see you have your quotation, and then there's kind of this space. There shouldn't be a space. It should just go straight from the quotation mark to the word or letter that you're typing. And then, what do you think the author's thesis statement is? So remember, the thesis statement is always going to be in the first paragraph. It's usually the last sentence in the first paragraph, but some people don't put it in that order. So you are going to, if it'll let me, no, it's going to cause problems, so I'm just going to retype it. So throughout the years of research and paleontology efforts, we have learned a lot on how the croc lived, survived, and thrived. I spelled paleontology wrong, so we're going to fix that. But that's what I think the person's thesis statement is. This is the only time you are allowed to directly copy and paste or retype something. And then once you are done, you're going to come down here, hit submit feedback. It'll take a second. And then because that student was the only person that submit their work so far, there are no other ones to review currently. And again, you guys only have to do one. If you want to do, you can do up to 3, but you don't have to. All right, so hey, Lena, I would not post your phone number on YouTube because now anyone who's watching this has your phone number. So I would not do that. I'm going to delete it. Okay, so does anyone have questions on how to do the peer review? Or does anyone have questions on how to join PeerGrade? Because I know not everyone has joined yet, and I'm not sure if it's because you guys don't know how or because you just haven't done it yet. I'm going to jump back over here really quick to the assignment. There are a lot of you guys watching today. Okay, either way, you should not post your fake or real phone number on YouTube. Life lesson coming from the ELA live stream. Don't do that. Okay, but that is all that we were going to go over today for PeerGrade. Again, if you guys don't know how to join PeerGrade, I posted it right here. So if you do not join PeerGrade yet, I now have 3 of you that joined. Only 1 of you has submit something though. Here's the info on how to join. You're going to go to www.peergrade.io/join. You're going to enter the code, and then most of you guys, if not all, will have to create a new account because you have never used PeerGrade before. I do think PeerGrade is pretty user-friendly, but if you do have questions, let me know and I can answer them. This is the only thing that absolutely sucks about PeerGrade is that if you guys do not turn in your paper by 11:59 on Sunday, you can't turn it in again. It's not like the Google Classroom where if you miss the due date, you can resubmit it at a later time. Once the due date closes, it's closed. Like you cannot go back in and submit something. So this is the only thing that we're doing that has an actual hard deadline of when you have to turn it in. I hope all of you guys can get your papers in on time. But yeah, so that is all I have for right now. Do you guys have any questions about any of this? I can even answer questions about your paper if you have questions. Let me know. Oh, also, I know some of you guys were... Yeah, I did, Dimitri, because it was the first one that popped up. But if you guys... what was I just saying? James, I'm glad you're cool with it. You're just like, whatever, that's fine. If you guys have questions about PeerGrade, let me know. Here's all the info that you need to join PeerGrade and how to submit your paper. Again, I'm going to say this again because it's super important and I don't want you guys to be confused. With PeerGrade, I had to switch the due dates around so that I could show you guys how to give feedback. I am going, once I'm done with this video, I'm going to go back and change them to the due dates that are actually in your packet and that I posted to the Google Classroom. So you might, if you try to submit your paper right now, it won't let you. Give me till 3 o'clock and I'll have it fixed for you and we'll be good to go with no problems. That is really all I have for you guys today, though. I don't want to hold you guys here longer than you want to be on a Friday afternoon, even if it's snowing. I know I'm lagging. I'm done lagging. Okay. But if you guys, I'll hang out till 2:52, and then if you guys don't have any questions in between these 2 minutes, then I'm going to head out, and then you guys can enjoy your weekend, because I think I'm the last person that shares or streams on YouTube on Fridays. So we're going to hang out. I can't play music in the background because Mr. Fitzpatrick did that, and he got yelled at. Well, he didn't get yelled at. YouTube just, I guess, kicked him off his live stream. So I don't want to play any music for you guys. I'm done with PeerGrade, so I can get out of that. Actually, should I go? Let's go back in PeerGrade, and I'll fix those due dates now so you guys can actually see them. And then if no one has any questions by then, we will end it there. All right, so I have to log into another account. All right, I have to go to your class, go to assignments, research paper, rough draft, edit the dates. All right, so the submission closes on Sunday at 11:59, and then feedback opens on, where is it? Monday at 8 a.m. So if you guys are confused at all, these are all of your due dates. The submissions opened on Wednesday, so you guys have had at least 2 days so far, closer to like 2.5 days, to get everything turned in. Your paper is due to PeerGrade by Sunday at 11:59. Feedback, which you guys also have to give, opens on Monday the 11th at 8 a.m. You guys have until Tuesday at midnight to turn that in. That's pretty much all you guys have to do. The dates are back to normal now, so you won't be able to do feedback yet, but you should still be able to turn in your paper. All right. Kennedy, you may not sleep next time. You have to be alive to do these videos. Okay, so that is where I'm going to end it today because no one besides Kennedy asked any questions. So I will see you guys on Monday at 2:30. Remember, I do check my email over the weekend, so if you guys have questions over the weekend about PeerGrade, feel free to email me or comment on something in the Google Classroom. I don't usually respond as quickly, but I do try to get back to you guys as soon as possible. But I will see you guys Monday at 2:30.